That is incredible.
Robot Wars.
Robot Wars. Harry.
3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Trail Diaries. In this episode we are going to have a little look at the work the boys are doing on the top section of What's Occurring. So this is a new section. If you've ridden UKV then you'll see there's a little left hand turn that's going to go onto the new top section of What's, that then will carry on and then join up with the bottom section that everybody knows and loves already. The top section is going to be similar to the bottom. It's going to have jumps, flow, but also tech, so it's a true blend trail. We've also got a machine demo day. So we had some people bring 2 machines to us, amazing machines that do some quite phenomenal stuff really, that would actually make the trail crew's lives a lot easier at the bike park. And yeah, the boys get really excited and have a little play around with these machines, so we're going to delve into that a little bit. And then also Harry has been making some changes to Enter the Dragon. So there's a section in the woods that's a little bit techy, with some big boulders and stuff, and we just kind of wanted to make it flow better really, as it is a flow trail and it's, you know, got big jumps on everywhere. So we've just made the whole thing feel a little bit more consistent. So Harry's been doing some work on that. Right, let's get into it.
All right, here we are on our next project. This is going to be a pretty cool one. This is What's Occurring. So What's Occurring is a trail we've already got at the park. It starts from our middle fire road and goes down, and we're now building an upper half to it. So if you've been here over the last couple of weeks and you've ridden UKV, you might have noticed there's a little turn off of it. That's where we're going to start this new trail, What's Occurring, or the new top half of this trail. So I'm walking down a bit of it now. We've pretty much just built a road, so nothing really exciting to see here. The material's not very good, so what we're doing is just building this road through the trees, and then what we're going to do is shape the trail out of this road, and as we're going along we're going to bring the dumper in behind us, dump some nice surfacing material, and that's what we're going to cap the trail with. Pretty boring work really at the moment. As you can see, this is clay. It's been here a week or so. You can see how soft it all is, so we can shape a bit of material out of it, shape some rollers and then berms and jumps out of it, but you know, it won't hold up for riding on it. So that's why we're doing it this way. And actually the ground round here is pretty bad, so coming in from any other angle doesn't work that well. That's where we're at. I'll come and show you guys on a bit further down. We're building some cool jumps, so let's go check it out. Yeah, this bit down here, let's have a look. You can see through the trees I've benched in as we come through this opening. We're gonna have a nice technical bit through here through the roots and stuff, so it's gonna be a blend trail, so it's gonna have everything from, you know, technical rocky bits, rooty bits, and then obviously jumps and flowy sections as well, so it's gonna be pretty cool. So I don't know what you can make out of this down here. There's my digger at the end, and this is a corridor going through the trees. It's a pretty steep slide slope, and we've benched in. We're building some jumping features through here. Okay, little update. We have got, trail comes in here, we've got a little technical bit for the trees that we'll sort of hand dig out. We're gonna have a little step down here into a shark's fin. Well, a little sort of shark's fin step down, which is pretty cool, into a roller double. And what we've been doing here is because the dirt's not actually, well, it's actually okay, but quite deep down, some really good stuff. So this stuff's really good. You can see there. So dug a few deeper holes, got some material out and sort of capped the material we've bulked these jumps out of, and this will go down pretty hard and be a good riding surface. And then we've done a bit of drainage that will come around here, the water will go off and then in between the jump, and then we're working our way along the straight here. So we've got like a roller double kind of feature here, then we've got a bit of a split line option after the digger, which is pretty cool, which will be a hip up onto the bank on the left, or you can jump it straight, and that's as far as we've got really. So today we're just getting some material out of some deep holes, some of this good stuff. We're capping over the trail that I've already shaped, and then we're working our way down and kind of doing some landscaping as we go and finishing it, and still got to come and tidy this up, but yeah, getting there.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Franco. I'm back. Only joking. So the boys been busy last week working on this area here. So there's a few rollers and a few jumps here. You can see it's already been surfaced and stuff. It's still a lot of things to do here, like spragging and landscape a little bit, just to make everything look nice. And then a bit further up, that's when the tech starts appearing. It's not going to be an art tech, but it's going to be enough to make you guys think, and you know, it's going to be a lot of line choices, I would say.
So show us what you're doing down here, Frank. Go talk me through this next section.
So we've got Duncan down here on the digger. I guess he's building some booms and try to leave it technical.
Yeah.
And then we've got a bit down there which is built by hand, and then he goes back to surfacing digger jobs. We would have more like rollers, jumps. Yeah, pretty much I would say the same as the bottom, but
Yeah. It's a proper mix, this trail,
yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
Right, let's have a little look. These roots will come out good as well.
Oh yeah, it'll be spicy as well.
So there's not a lot to join up now, is there, to the next section?
No, I
Maybe
would
200
say-
meters?
Less than that, I would say.
Come down to lower watts now. We've obviously built in the new upper section, which is totally new, and it's going to link in to this lower section of watts. So we're doing a few little improvements to that to make it, yeah, just flow a bit better, so it feel like a new run top to bottom. So I'm going to surprise Harry, who's on the machine, make an adjustment to this jump section, which was always a little bit tricky and awkward. So hopefully flow better now. Harry, good. Come on, in your own words, explain what we're doing.
Moving a lot of material to make a jump better.
That's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it so it carries a bit more speed, a bit.
Yeah, straighten the line out a bit, but I've sort of got a bit carried away and ended up making it optional. We were taking it from over there and putting it over here, but now I thought if you have the speed and you want to go over there, it'd be nice if you can.
Yeah, we got the space, so
Plan.
like a straight through line or a hip onto the bank.
Yeah, with a split lip
Oh, nice, like it.
would be the plan.
Check this out. So Franco's been working away tirelessly down this section, scraping in some lovely natural bit of trail. So this is towards the top of what's occurring, new section. So it's going to come down here. Got a little berm bit in here, along here, and this is what we're going to be working on today. So we finished this off yesterday, so we've got a bit of a sort of drop here off these rocks into this gully. We've got a big rock in there, load of rock in here, which is pretty cool. And this is a big gully, so we're going to go up that side with a berm, nice like steep berm in that gully, and then out, and then just down there we've already put a bit of trail in, so this will all link up. So I've got the digger, I'm going to go down into this gully, try and shape up a really small little berm in there, clear some of the vegetation off because it's quite thick in this gully down here, this grass and this soily layer. So yeah, I'll stick a time lapse up and we'll see how we get on. Okay, there we have it. Quick couple of hours work. Got to widened it up in there, got a pretty cool steep berm, and then we go up and round the corner there. The guys will come in and do some handwork around there, and then they'll join up just down there past the machine. And yeah, pretty cool section of trail really. Okay, moving on from this section, we've got a pretty exciting thing happen tomorrow. We're getting a visit from a company who are demoing a new type of machine. So yeah, we're all pretty excited about it. So yeah, check this out. All right, good morning everybody. We've got something slightly different happening today. and pleased to say we're all pretty excited about it. So these guys turned up last night. Mountain Bike Movement, Excavate, Trail Crusher Demo Tour and Roadshow. So you want to see the toys that these guys have got, check this out. First impressions?
Robot Wars.
Robot Wars. So we got two vehicles here today. We got this guy and this crushes trail. So the teeth on the front, you can see that actually crushes up rock. So we're going to go and give it a test on a few sites. Look at that spinning. And then this one, it's like a flail. So this will go through and like take out all the undergrowth and clear the line of trail. So we're going to give both a test today on the hill and see how we get on.
Take some material out.
Okay, so we've done our first test. This is what we've been crushing. This is one of our access paths. So we're just testing it out. But as you can see, this is what our ground is, and then this is what this machine's done to it. Look at that. This is what we've done in literally 20 minutes. So look at that. The idea, hopefully, that will bind together, make a nice smooth riding surface, and then we don't have to bring in any stone from a quarry. So obviously this machine's pretty expensive, but it will save us a lot of money in stone. So it's a pretty amazing test. So this machine is going to clear some vegetation. So check this out. So, teeth. So we've just cleared some of this vegetation here that we needed to do, and obviously open up the sight lines here. So we test this machine out, and wow, this went through it in a couple of minutes. Certainly make our lives a lot easier, this bit of kit. Okay, we're on to the next bit of trail for this guy to test. This awesome machine on. This is just the top of our sort of e-bike steep climb, and we've got dragons back there so people push up here. So you can see how rocky all this is and all stony. So this will be like a before, and then I'll do a time lapse, see how this all crushes up, and then show you guys what it's like afterwards. Okay, wow, check this out. That is incredible. You buy this stuff from a quarry. Look at that. So we'll just run over this with a rake, compact it, and wow, that is some bit of kit.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen the trail crew look quite so excited by anything as with those machines. Boys and their toys, what are they like? Right, we are now heading over to Enter the Dragon, where Harry's been doing a little bit of work in the woods.
Doing some work on Enter the Dragon today. Now that we've got hard shoulder that comes directly off of Enter the Dragon, and that's all sort of flowy and jumpy, and then the top of Enter the Dragon is flow and jumps as well. We wanted to bring this middle section a bit more in line. We did have some sort of like rock gardens that have been there since the park opened, as far as I know, and we've squeezed the 5-tonner up here to basically just make it a bit more flowy in here really. There's a little drop there that's going to stay the same, just but then I'll tidy that, maybe like, I don't know, make that a bit more unified so there's more like one obvious rock you go off of. And then this corner here, I'm going to make this bigger and better. And then coming into this section, this is where you had previously a split line of two different rock gardens sort of thing. Now we're going to have like a right hand line that'll be sort of gentle right hand hip, same thing on the left, and they'll kind of like cross over each other because you basically be able to choose the right hand line to then take the left jump or vice versa. I've got everything is kind of opened up right now. I've got a lot of dirt to move around, a lot of tidying up to do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, maybe I need to be going faster than that. Oh! It's more of a pull than you'd think. Just a quick walkthrough to explain what we actually did on Enter. Above us up there you've got the top line of tables through the woods. Come around a big berm there, and this is the section we worked on. We've just put this sort of dirt and log drop in with a more defined landing, so a bit easier to carry your speed and a bit more obvious where you're going. By here, this right-hander, there wasn't really much of a berm here before. It was more of like a rocky kind of like rut, but we built this right up, and looks like it's had a lot of traffic over the weekend actually. And then by here, you split either left or right. If you take the right hand line, then you go into the left hand step down, which is further over there. And then if you take this left hand line, you go into the right hand one. So you got a choice of lines. Seems to have bedded in okay. It's a little bit tacky here and there, but otherwise seems all right. But yeah, that's pretty much what we've done.
And that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe if you want to see more from Trail Diaries. It really helps us out a lot, and we will see you in the next one.